Pull up! Shit. Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay? Okay, good. Let's find the rooftop exit and get down to the streets. We aren't far from where I was planning on taking us. No, don't worry, you did fine. They would never expect us to be here. We have to make it there, and we'll be safe for at least another day or so. Oh, no, don't worry. We are not walking there. I'm gonna get us a taxi so we can save our strength. I'm sure you're exhausted from flying us all the way out here. Hi, this is Marcus. I'm gonna need a taxi sent to 119 Rockefeller Avenue. Well, here we are. 3098 Atkins Avenue. Yeah, this was the address Kyle, or whatever was wearing his skin, said earlier. No, this hasn't been my home for decades. At least not since... Come on, let's get inside. I can hear the storm approaching and I don't want us to get caught in the rain. Goddamn cobwebs. I think I went a bit overboard with it. By the looks of this place, I'd have someone thinking it was a crypt rather than a suburban home. God. No, don't worry. There won't be any spiders here. The dust and debris is all for show. I had to make it look, inhospitable so no one else would move in here. Well, besides being the site of an innumerable amount of crimes against humanity, and other kind, the basement here is a fully decked out forager lab. I know, exactly. To try and remove that kind of equipment and dispose of it discreetly, let alone, before a realtor could list this place on the market, would be insane. So I did the much more sensible option. I got some witches I knew to help cast a cloak over this place so no one would bother with the property or try to break in. Who knows what would happen if some rowdy teenagers tried to break in and blew themselves up with a plasma ray from the late 80s. Well, I know what would happen, but Hey, you've been more quiet than usual. Is everything okay? No, it's just... you look... off. Am I upset? Why would I be upset? Well, I can admit this place gives me the creeps, but it was still my home. Yeah, my parents were rude fucks who hurt innocent others, but it's less of a trauma at this point in my life and more so of a feeling of, annoyance. They had all this technology and resources, and yet, instead of making the world a better place, they just became sadistic nightmares who ignored me like it was their job. Yes, I'm fine, I promise. I'll be even more fine when we get you back to Arden and I can cut ties with all the foragers. Gonna probably have to go into hiding for a few years, but that'll be fine. I've done it before. I've got enough saved up to at least last me a while. Might even fake a resume and go back into the trade field. Yeah, only college I went to was a trade school, and college is a very generous term for that shack. I tried my hand at being an electrician for a few years. It was good, honest work, but it didn't pay nearly as much as my freelance work, and this field. Plus, I got tired of being called out to people's homes only to flip a few fuse switches and call it a day. Oh, here is your suitcase, by the way. Feel free to roam anywhere but the basement. I mean, lots of traps were set up there to catch home intruders on that staircase, so just avoid it, please. I don't want you to hurt yourself in the process of looking for the bathroom or something. Oh, and speaking of finding your way around this house, the only room that didn't get coated in these fake cobwebs from the store is the master bedroom upstairs. It's the door furthest on the left. The middle room is the bathroom, and the one on the right is my old room. Are you, going to be fine sharing a room? I want to be able to keep my eyes on you, just so, no more funny business happens and I'm not there to protect you. Alright, cool. I'll go get the room ready. You can have the bathroom first, of course. I'll show you how to use the shower. The left knob is a bit finicky. Yeah, we both need a deep cleaning after that whole ordeal. I smell like a damn hospital and old sweat.
Come on out, you freaking nature.
Come out. I hear you.
Fitch. I'm so sorry. This is all my fucking fault. You were right. This is all my own.
Hey, I forgot to stack up the cabinets with fresh towels. Put some I snagged from the hotel outside the door for you when you're done. Yeah, no problem.
I forgot how nice it is to shower in a house rather than, a hotel with all those damn bright lights. Yeah, of course I made a pallet on the ground. I wasn't about to make you be the one to sleep on the floor. Just, wouldn't be polite. Sleep in the same bed? Why would I do that? I wouldn't want to make you uncomfortable, invade your personal space and whatnot. You don't mind as long as I don't mind? Well, I guess it would be marginally better than sleeping on this old shag carpeting. Here, scoot on over, I got an idea. And there. How's that look to you? Yeah, made a little wall of pillows so you can have your own space and I can have my own too. Sharing a bed before marriage, what would the pastor think? I'm just kidding. This would be the most tame sin with all the kill. Yeah. You know what? Never mind, let's just get some sleep. Damn, looks like that storm is rolling in something fierce, huh? Can't say I mind, though. Thunderstorms used to always lull me to sleep when I was younger. Yeah, good night. Yeah, I'm not tired yet. What's on your mind? Oh, that. I don't know how he knew all that about me. No, it's fine. It's far behind me, so I'm okay with talking about it. It happened when I was still in middle school. 8th grade. I came home, and honestly, it was normal for them to be handling forager business, but nothing as brutal as what I walked in on. They were prodding this werewolf with electric tongs, screaming at it, trying to get it to tell them who its master was, despite that kind of mess being disproven, even amongst the most zealous of foragers. I was raised to believe that these beasts were just that, beasts, mindless, bloodthirsty, but over the years prior, my anger towards the others started to go down, while the anger I had towards my parents started building. Well, they weren't only cruel towards the others they dragged home. Let's just leave it at that. But no, I didn't really mind until the werewolf transformed back into a human. And it was a kid. A kid I knew from school. The only one who was nice to me when we moved. The only one who was nice to me when we had moved there when I was like 5 years old. She was so kind. And her family was too. Both her parents were the rocker type. Always saved a spot for me at their concerts they had downtown at a local brewery. And don't worry, they only served me water and juice. I wasn't getting hammered with my baby teeth still in my head. It was right then and there that I realized that... No, I'm fine. I realized that them finally letting me have a friend, letting me invite her over, all the get-togethers with their family, it was all to get closer to them and eventually kidnap a specimen for experimentation. I started to finally think for myself in that moment that if all the others were evil, how could she be one of them? How could her mom and dad, who were nicer to me than my own parents, be the real monsters? That night I got her out of there, but my parents... Let's move on. What's done is done. Yeah, she survived. Her dad, though, he wasn't so lucky. What? No, I've never looked at you as a monster. I told you, I'm sorry, Fitch. I shouldn't have treated you the way that I did. The way I still do. I was rude. I was just like my parents when we first met. I still have my aversions to others. But you are not a monster to me. You remind me of someone else that I lost a long time ago. No, it wasn't that friend. It was someone else, actually. There's been a lot of death in my life. This was a friend I made a few years later. I managed to secure an apartment all by myself with the funds left over after my parents died. I tried to set myself up in high school, started forging documents to let everyone think I still had guardians. I didn't want to be sent into the system. I mean, have you seen the kids that go through that? We grew up together. Her name was Jula. You act just like them. They came from a family of weirdos, but Jula was pretty alright. Their folks were into the freaky occult shit. We went to school together up until the 10th grade, and that's when everything else happened. Their parents were always claiming that their family heirloom, this really, really raggedy old book, was the original Book of the Dead. One day their little game of pretend came to a head, and they summoned something that should never have seen the light of day. Long and sad story short, I never saw Jula again. nor their family. No, they moved to Ohio. Yes, they all died. The demon beast, whatever it was, ripped them apart. Their house went all from millennial gray to Stephen King red in a matter of seconds. Me and all the other families that lived on that block could not get there quick enough to see what exactly had happened. But I found the book and the text that they always read from. It was some kind of copycat Necronomicon, except the one that they had was full of real rituals and incantations that evoked something called Demya. This spirit of the most foul, the one true evil, nothingness incarnate. Whatever the fuck he or it was, it came from hell and killed them just in the most gruesome way, just for disturbing his slumber. Or they just pissed him off, I don't know. They did and they didn't find their bodies. There was just so much viscera and blood everywhere. We couldn't really tell if it was one of their bodies spread out everywhere or if it was... I can't lose another person to this shit again. Whether it be a monster or a forager or my own negligence, I can't. Fitch, what's wrong? Why are you crying? But shit, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? I didn't. You crying for me? Fitch. What does it look like? I'm hugging you. Just let me be nice for 1 second without making fun of me. I'm okay, I promise. I'm upset about what's happened, but... Look at me. I don't blame you for any of this. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. I treated you like shit. I saw you and I knew you were innocent. I knew you couldn't have been the killer, but I just saw red. And this whole time you've been nothing but nice to me. You've just tried to help this whole time, and I've just been a dick to you. And I'm sorry. And you don't have to forgive me now. You don't ever have to forgive me, but I need you to know that I'm sorry. You remind me of everyone. You remind me of the only people that were nice to me when I was a kid, when I needed someone. And I promise I'm not going to let you down. We're going to get you to Arden, and we're going to leave all of this behind so you can go live a normal life again. No, I didn't mean we... I'm sorry. I'm just... I wouldn't be welcome in Arden. Not with what I've done. Not with everything I've done in my life. Aster would destroy me on the spot if he knew I was walking on his land. I'll think about it. Of course I can keep hugging you. Come here. Let's get some rest. We're both exhausted, and we can figure all this out tomorrow in the morning. Thank you. I care about you too, Fitch. Good night.